So you can see the replica of that, but with less spice. And there are a lot of Indian supervisors for sugarcane factories. So Uganda is some sort of country where you get rain, the most rains happening there. So
Uh-huh.
for sugarcane special in particular, it needs a lot of rain. So it's a 12-month crop, a 10-month crop. So you need a lot of rain for sugarcane to grow. So there were a lot of sugarcane factories because of this reason. You can grow sugarcane, and I happened to see 12 supervisors or chairmen of these sugarcane factories are Indians. So and a lot of Indian restaurants were also there. So during the colonization, like from the British, some of the guys from Indian were taken to Uganda as part of the war location, like they were taken there, and they now have the second generation of families settled in Uganda. So it felt like home. In one word, it felt like home because
So you could find everywhere
you mean
Indians everywhere.
Indians?
Yeah.
Mostly, as wherever I travel, I see them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which language those Indians spoke?
Uh, so I think they would get they're Tamilians mostly. Yeah, and I can also imagine they speak the local language, which is, if I'm Sulawesi. No, wait, maybe I don't know. I forgot the
Okay,
local,
okay.
yeah, Ugandan. Yeah.
So, so what kind of crops did you observe in Uganda?
Um, so, okay, I was not mostly in the agriculture work there. I was not doing because it's forest inventory thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a tropic. All the tropic. They eat avocado a lot.
They
Also,
cultivate?
they cultivate also, and yeah, banana trees, plantations. Yeah, mostly all the crops that whatever is available in India, for example.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you did something regarding forestry there.
yeah.
And anything interesting experience you want to share
Uh,
there during the trip? During these 6 weeks?
during the 6 weeks,
Yeah.
I first thing, it's a fun trip also, educational trip, but also a very fun trip because like your all of your classmates and your friends traveling to some foreign country where nobody knows nothing and getting excited about the new people, culture, and working together. So
Uh, were you accompanied by your supervisor or somebody there?
there, yes, but we took different flights and different dates, but we met all
Okay,
together
okay,
there.
okay. Yeah, please continue.
Yeah, I mean, the idea and the process itself was very interesting and very fun. I mean, there are a lot of small moments I can quote, but if you ask me specific moment,
Yeah, if you don't remember,
yeah,
no
I
problem.
know actually. So we were taken to forest. So we were divided because me and my partner we were digging the soil to look into the soil profile, and other people were looking at the biodiversity, and other people were looking at something. So they said we will disperse at certain point, and maybe in 2-3 hours you finish your work and we meet again at this point. So we were not we have phones and we disperse. So so we are done, and then we're coming back. We somehow missed that spot and we are lost in the forest. So when I tell a forest, it's really tropical forest, not so friendly because they also have snakes and everything. So it's getting dark, we are worried,
You have telephone,
but
mobile
there's no
phones.
signal,
There's no
there's no
signal.
internet.
Uh-huh.
And there are like the field assistants who were also with us but not with every group. So we kind of lost also them, but so we were panicked, uh, and we were roaming all the other
You
team,
both.
me and my other friend who is from Nigeria. So we were panicked and we were searching all along because everything looked similar in forest. All the paths, it's like all the roads leads to Rome, but nothing really turned out good to us there. So we were lost. But after 1 hour, when it's almost dark, I see somebody is whistling. So one of the field assistants started to whistle, and we try to whistle back. But even with that sound, it's not easy to find the location,
You have whistles with you.
like the mouth whistles that you do.
So it's very important
Yeah,
to
so
learn that.
natural survival
To whistle.
instinct. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, somehow we reached finally after 2 hours. And then people were very happy to reach there. They gave a standing ovation because we were found again. Yeah, it was one of the scariest and also funniest. If I remember now, it's one of those good moments to be lost and found again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which time is that? Is summertime or winter time?
In Uganda, it's rainy season, so it's in October.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, October.
How was the temperatures?
But they were okay, like 21, 22 degrees. Yeah, and it's rain. When it rains, it really, like in India, it rains really hard and strong for all the day. Yeah.
Okay, that was your experience with Uganda trip.
Mm-hmm.
Then after the masters, you did master's thesis also.
Yeah, as part of, yeah.
Yeah, can you tell briefly about that?
Okay, it's a project based in Chile.
Where?
Based in Chile, the
Oh,
South
okay.
American country, but we didn't have to travel because one of the PhD student took the samples from Chile, the soil samples. So basically, analyzing carbon in the soil and looking into specific carbon components. So the idea is you look and see the traces, the special chemicals that emits during the fire process. So you look
During?
when forest fire happens. So these chemicals, BPCA, these are the biochemical chemicals that are spread out into the soil. So based on that, you can trace, okay, the intensity of the soil, intensity of the fire was like this,
Due to these chemicals.
yeah.
So where do these chemicals come from?
The burning material when the fire happens in the forest fire.
Yeah.
So, like for example, you say that the fire happened in a forest. So it burns the crown and the leaves and everything, and it somehow boils down and stays in the soil. So this fire intensity causes the chemical release.
To form different kinds of chemicals.
Yes, yes, yes. So when you see that, it acts as a marker, biomarker
For?
for fire.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So here we took the samples and we processed them, analyzed them, and we used the GC, gas chromatography machine, to look into the components, like which of these chemicals is high and which times they're emitting, and we look into the ratios. The ratios will tell the intensity of the fire happening. So yeah, that was basically the research work that I was doing.
This is to know the history.
The fire, so you can basically build the chronos sequence. Okay, this year the fires happen like this.